little bit.
Yeah.
So look, I think when I think of initiative, I mean it's such an important quality. I think in being not just an employee but also a leader of the organization. So I fundamentally believe that every person in this company is a leader. And I don't mean that in terms of categorizing where you are in the organization, but you know, a leader to me is someone who takes initiative, right? So there's a close correlation between us being employees, right? The three of us, we're all employees of Page Group, and we're all leaders, and we all have the opportunity to take initiative. And what does that then really mean, right? When we take initiative, for me, it really means that we're being proactive, that we're actually taking responsibility without somebody telling us, hey, this is something that I think you should work on, right? I think it's really about then, being able to identify and say, here's the opportunity. I know what we can do that's going to help Page become more profitable, serve our clients better, do a better job in the community, make a better employee experience. So I know this opportunity. I'm going to set myself a goal, even though it's not necessarily within my responsibility, and then make sure that I take the necessary steps to do it. And I think both of you are demonstrating this actually right now, because you could have easily said, this sounds to me like an HR topic. You're working on it, Armand, good for you. We'll come back when you have an answer. But you're still taking initiative of bringing this forward because you know how valuable it is to your business and to your colleagues. So actually, I think you're demonstrating it right now as we speak. I think the real qualities behind it for me, or if we try to kind of dig a little bit deeper behind initiative, for me, there's three things. One is you're proactive, right? So you're not seeking someone to give you. You're self-motivated, right? So you believe that it's the right thing to do, and therefore you're doing those things, and you have that drive, right? You want to constantly push and do better and be better. So I think, if I try to simplify it, that's sort of how I look at initiative. And what I would also like to add is, if I give you an example, a very simple example. This is not my example, by the way, but this is from a reading that I've done, and it's kind of like the paperclip analogy, right? And so you can kind of measure a company's culture based on this paperclip analogy. So imagine you're coming into the office, and every day you're walking by and you see a paperclip in the corner of the carpet, right? Clearly everyone can see it, but no one's picking it up, right? Oh. And this goes back to this example, right? It sounds like it resonates for you. You probably heard it before, but to me, this is such a good example of very basic. Do you take initiative over correcting something that's in front of you? Now, this is a very simple example, but sometimes if you apply it to our day-to-day jobs, we see the same problem happening over and over and over again. We don't take the initiative to correct for it, right? And so I don't know if that resonates or if this is sort of the intention behind what you're trying to do, but I try to maybe give you an example. And sorry, you kind of caught me a little bit off guard, but that's always the best way to do it, isn't it? I tried to give you an example of, sort of my own definition of how I think of it, try to give you an example, and then try to tie it back to maybe a sort of a mindset that we can have, right? And maybe we can think about that paperclip. So the next time you see the same problems reoccurring, or the same challenges or the same opportunities, that we kind of think about how do we pick up this paperclip and make sure it's not there next time, right? Figuratively speaking.
Do ba 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 do do ba do boo do a boo ba do ba do boo boo ba do a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do 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 a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do. A do ba do ba do. a do ba do ba do 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 a do. Yeah. Do ba 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 do. Do ba do do do. A do ba do ba do do ba do. A do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do do do. A do ba do ba do. A do ba do ba do ba do ba do. A do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do ba do. A do ba do ba do do ba do ba do. A do do do